Hey everybody, Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today we're going to be checking out the brand new Dennis Augustson. I believe it's a Proto Glow Halo Gorgon. And this is the domiest Gorgon that I've ever had. I've never had a Gorgon with a pop top. The other Gorgons that I have are the G-Star one. This thing is just unthrowably understable at this point, but it's anytime I get to throw it, I still enjoy it, but it's just super flippy now. Then I've got the first run Proto Glow Gorgon, which was a lot more stable than the G-Star. And then, I'll be comparing it to my favorite distance driver, the Trail. I feel like the Trail and the Gorgon are quite similar, especially when they're both new. The Gorgons seem to get flippier as they beat in more so than the Trail. But yeah, we're gonna give everything a few tosses today. We'll do 2 Trails and then we'll do all 3 Gorgons so you guys can see how the flights compare with the Gorgons. We'll throw the Trails first and then we'll throw the Gorgons. Still working on my form here. Hopefully we can keep things nice and consistent out here today. That's trail number 1. That's the Tattooster trail, which is one of my more stable trails. This is the one I've been bagging, my Lab Second 168. This has been my main trail for a while now. For that reason right there, that just beautiful flip up, dead straight flight, easy distance, nice and straight. The perfect Charlotte disc golf disc. Then we've got the G-Star Gorgon here. This one was by far the most understable. Let's put on some hyzer. Oh, come out of it. That was absolutely smacked. That went really far. Now we've got the Proto Glow, which has a little bit more dome than the G-Star, but not nearly as much dome as the new run. But you can see, still a nice turn in the mid-flight, but plenty of stability to fade back at the end. Now we've got the Pop Top guy. Pop Top usually adds more stability to a disc. So let's see what happens here. Oh, that is really nice. Look at that thing go. That went so far, so effortlessly. And I said I was only gonna throw 2 trails, but can't leave my boy Otto behind. Shout out Golf Disco. Oh, nice. But I think the Gorgon and the Trail are 2 of the most beginner-friendly and amateur-friendly distance drivers on the market. And they were the 2 best-selling distance drivers of all year last year, to my understanding. You can see why. They go far, they go nice and straight. Great distance drivers. All right, that first throw was super promising. Nice stability, just wanted to flip up to flat. And this actually went farther than every other disc I just threw in that set there. So I'm pretty excited about this new run of Gorgon. This might have to go in the bag right next to the Trail. We'll see if it continues to get more distance than the Trails. I was actually really surprised by that shot. Starting off with the Gorgons, we'll throw the G-Star, then the Proto, and then the new run. Oh, that's gone. See, that's the problem with the G-Star. I cannot lay into that disc or it will just insta-roller, which, if you're looking for consistency, it's probably not going to be the best disc for me at the moment. There's the Proto. That was kind of smacked. Proto Glow first run. Now we'll hit the Trails and then we'll try out the new Gorgon Tattooster Trail. This is one of my more stable trails. Great trail, just absolute laser beam. And then the Auto, Blue Squid, also one of my more stable trails. Oh, flipped him. Absolutely flipped him. We've got a few miles an hour of headwind coming in. New Gorgon. I'm gonna power up on this thing. Let's see what kind of line we get when we throw it real hard. Yeah, okay. This is not your everyday Gorgon. This is a special Gorgon. And I can see that now. Let's throw it 2 more times and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this disc. Man, that dome is really working wonders. We've got the Proto Glow Gorgon right there. We've got the Tattooster Trail, which I feel like I got a hold of right there. And then like 15 to 20 feet past, right here, we've got the Dennis Augustson Gorgon. That dome is really helping it get more distance. I'm getting to the point where I think that this G-Star Gorgon is only truly useful for rollers, but let's give it one last chance. We're gonna throw like a sky turning shot here. Oh wait, it's good for that. Holy cow. Let's see how far that one goes. Not superly far. It looked cool, but it really didn't go all that far. I've always been more of like a direct line kind of guy. This is the Proto Glow Gorgon. Especially into this few miles an hour of tailwind. Still has some pretty good stability in the tank. Definitely not super stable coming back into the headwind, but pretty stable going into that tailwind. Tattooster Trail. Oh, that felt like the best rip of the day. That felt smooth. When it feels smooth, it really does go far. All those Danny Lindahl videos back in the day. That guy really was onto something. Haven't heard much from him recently, but those videos were legendary. Oh, Otto, come back. Oh, what a rip. Okay, Dennis has his work cut out for him here. Can the pop top get us the extra distance we need to beat the Gorgon once again? Pick up, lift. Oh, I'm throwing like kind of into an uphill. So if it doesn't have the height, it's just gonna bump into that hill at the end of the flight. But I think the trail genuinely just flew further on pretty similar throws there. Seems like the trail and the Gorgon go pretty similar distance-wise, but that new halo run of Gorgon definitely has some really nice stability on it. But if you really want a lot of distance, you want to get it to turn a little bit. So if you have a faster arm than me, you're gonna get that thing to turn and it's gonna go super far for you. So we've got the Gorgon here. We've got a trail here, boom, as high as the flag. That's about 400-ish. Got another trail, about 400-ish. And then we've got the super high Gorgon shot landing short of the trails as well. So I think the score is 1-1. It's gonna come down to how does everything fly back into the headwind. All right, we've got one last set of throws here. I wanna see which goes the farthest. Let's do 2 Gorgons and 2 trails to make it fair. So the G-Star is officially out going back into the headwind. We'll set the tone with the trails here and see which one goes farther. Oh, that was really good form. Oh, it snuck through the trees. No way. Okay, that was a bomb. That timing felt awesome. I kind of yanked it a little bit to the right. This blue guy's been flipping more than the yellow, so I'm gonna try and play the flip here. There's the flip and the turn. Not amazing. Actually, that went pretty far. Both of those throws, again, probably going right around that 380 to 400 mark. We've got the Proto Glow. I don't love the Gorgons as much going into this slight headwind as I do the trails. But let's just trust it and see what happens. No height, man. No height, but look at the turn and push. Oh, that's right next to the trail. That's too close to call from here. Then we've got, I'm gonna try and really yam this one. Flat, nose down with height. I'm gonna try my best to give it all I got. Oh, that had the height, but man, it didn't turn. But does it go far enough? That is too close to call from here. Let me know in the comments down below. I need to know, are you guys bagging the Gorgon? Are you bagging the trail? Are you bagging them both, or do you bag neither? I really want to know what you guys are bagging. Let me know in the comments down below. All right, so I'm standing in the landing zone here. On this side, we've got a Proto Glow Gorgon. The trail, the Tattooster just beat it by like 2.5 feet. So that's gonna come down to the Proto Glow versus the other trail essentially. And we've got them just right here. We've got the Auto trail, which I don't even feel like I got a great rip on right there. Just behind it, we've got Dennis, the Pop Top Gorgon. So the trail, although it was a close battle, is going to win the distance competition today. The stable trail and the proto side profiles, you can see the Gorgon has maybe a little bit lower parting line and then a little bit more dome, especially on this shoulder part of the disc. But even though it has that very understable shaped shoulder, the fact that they were able to make these nice and pop-toppy is a huge plus for this mold. The pop top is going to kind of offset that sort of understable tone of the mold in general and give it a little bit more stability, which is really exciting for me. But unfortunately for you Gorgon fans out there, the trail is goated, my favorite distance driver. The trail is going to win today's battle, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I'll catch you in the next one, and take care.